Hey everyone, how is everyone doing on this Monday, Tuesday night, July 29, 2025? You know, weather is going to turn to 73 degrees highest on this Friday. All right? How about that for a good news, huh? Is that good news or bad news? Huh? Or impartial news? Whatever it is, you know, um, after August 15, basically, we turn towards fall and then fall becomes the real fall and then the goddamn winter. All right, right now we have a heat warning. All right, a heat wave, right? Not a warning, sir, but it is a heat wave. All right, in New Jersey, New York area. So everybody's complaining about the fucking AC, right? And I'm glad actually I sent my father up to Maine with my brother. At least there is, I think, 10 degrees temperature difference, right? I hope. So in any case, we had a, Lollapalooza of family over the weekend. A lot of family time. We went to Talman Mountain State Park. That was nice. Saturday we went there. We did some barbecue, some serious barbecue, man. Some serious picnic. All right, family picnic. So that was nice. And then Sunday, just we went to golf. It didn't really turn out well. It just became a soap opera, you know? And we should not have gone. It was just hot and muggy, and we were already late. And I was requesting them to squeeze five of us, and it just basically didn't turn out good. That's all. Well, so here I am, another week. We don't have any plans for this weekend. What are you guys doing this weekend, huh? This is the beginning of August, and everybody's aware already. When am I going to take any vacation, sir? Huh? I guess I have to talk to my wife. He's going away for a whole month in September, where am I going as well with her to Pakistan? No, I don't think so. I don't know, man. For me, it's just hard. It's just hard to go through that, 15-hour long flight and this and that. And then I have to take another flight to the mountains. I mean, it's nice to be in mountains. It's nice to be with family, extended. But because it's my wife's first rodeo, so she has to do it, you know. Plus, she has some family events, so it's good for her. And I'll be a lunatic here, as I always am. So at some point in time, I think we're gonna visit my brother. He's up in Maine. He's settling down. He's doing some, uh, doing some work on his projects, his international, engineering company. And it was actually good to see him. He came down. He flew from Arizona into Boston, and from there he drove. I don't know, man. He's been doing a lot of like traveling. I'm too old to like do something like that, but I guess he has more energy. I don't even want to get out of my bed sometimes. You ask me to basically go from one project in one state to the other project in another state. No, sir, man. I'm so sorry. Um, just too old with my bones creaking, and I just want to have some tranquility. Tranquil, peace, and you know, all that, deep breaths and all that in my life. I don't want, you know, hustle and bustle and drama and this and that. All right. On the other hand, yeah, he's, discovering all these new places, going from one state to the other. Good for him. All right, everyone. What else is going on? I'm kind of sorry. Just this heat wave, maybe just fucking it's made me lazy, and work has piled up, which is good. Work is good. It's good to have work. Then moaning and bitching and complaining about not having work, no money coming in. Can't pay the fucking bills. All right. Um, well, I always complain regardless. I mean, I have to, right? Life is a complaining experience. As much as for some people it can be satisfying experience, there's no such thing as satisfying life. To what degree? Huh? Some people don't have money, some people are poor, some people don't have love, some people don't have health, some people are just plain miserable. All right, you call that some sort of a degree of satisfaction? What is that, sir? Huh? In the grand scheme of things, you have to live this life. All right, whatever it is, try to make it better for yourself, your loved ones. You gotta live until you go away, man. All right, life is a bitch, and then you die. I don't know. I shouldn't be complaining too much. I should be more grateful. At least I have love in my life. My wife is here. I'm not a lunatic anymore. And being in a place like New York and New Jersey and this whole, concrete jungle, and where you are basically chasing your dreams, like basic dreams, man. I wasn't chasing anything. Not trying to be a fucking Broadway show artist. Any of that. All right? But now I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do any of that. I mean, even if you offer me, unless you offer me $1 million, no, I don't have that skill. All right? Any career has to start from an early age. We just finished that show. What is it called? The Stick, right? It's about golf, all right? So you have to basically start whatever you want to pursue your career, including something like acting, right? Or singing, or, I think for singing, especially singing and music, you have to have that special talent, I think, because I don't have that. I mean, I messed with music back in when I was living in Brooklyn, and I produced some songs which I never actually performed anyway. But we all cannot be musicians. I mean, how many of us become successful musicians, and then most of the musicians are basically, you know, are dead by the age of 50. Kurt Cobain? Fucking God. Or what's the other guy's name? I mean, I don't want to name fucking names, but you know it, right? And that's a career that actually can catapult you, I think, into many directions. All right, obviously fame and money and all that, right? And woman and whatever else, right? Cocaine. And, yeah, see, that's where it all fucking falls apart, and you have to basically perform 4 hours of fucking music and you're already boozed up, right? That's when you perform the best. Whatever else you are, you know, high on or low on or whatever the fuck it is. In any case, I don't want to bash musicians, all right? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, our many professions have their own fucking flaws, and sometimes I feel like, what the fuck am I? I'm still, what the fuck am I doing? I'm still doing this shit. I've been doing this for like 10 years, man. Come on, am I gonna be doing this on the computer until I'm basically halfway through the fucking ground? Maybe, you know. All right, I don't want to think about that. I don't want to fucking think about that because that makes me really depressed. All right. So let's just leave the moment. All right. Who the fuck knows what's going to happen years from now, or weeks from now, or months from now? You plan your best. You do your best. All right. And take it easy. Take it easy. Whose song is that? You know, I'm not going to repeat. I think what I said last time was that, we are just biological machines. Is that what I said last time, or was I talking about something else? So, the whole purpose of, without getting philosophical, if you think about the existence, all right, human existence, what the fuck is this? All right. I'm not talking about we being in a simulation. Even we are in a fucking simulation, right? We are basically just born out of a wedlock, out of sex, and then, here we are. And, we think that there is more to our bodies. Our mind has become something, but then when you reduce the facts without being like a typical Western reductionist sort of person, right? It all boils down to, yeah, we are just biological machines and we don't know what the fuck is beyond this. All right, we just live and then we die, right? In simple terms, in simple way of our existence. That's our existence. If you're telling me, oh wait, no, have you not actually discovered what our minds can do beyond what we can see and what we can feel and smell, and I don't know. I mean, I am of the opinion. I think that yes, it's this fucking universe is huge, and there might be other universes like ours, like not universes like star systems are like ours. But then what's the problem? Okay, so then even that doesn't mean anything. I mean, the universe itself, where that comes from, that probably is what it makes it more like mysterious in a sense that okay, so then everything else is basically just explained by science, and we know evolution and everything, right? And that's we are basically sort of like the end point, our higher primates, unless we become something else, cyborgs or whatever the fuck it is. Then this is what it is. I mean, if you're telling me that you're going to basically meditate for like 40 days and you're going to basically, just drinking, water, or just drinking, green tea without eating anything and starving yourself, and then you start finding, or under the, what do you call, the duress and pain of, starvation, and subjecting your body to all that suffering, and then you realize, oh shit, under the suffering is when you realize what the fuck you realize. I don't know. And people do that, right? I think shamans basically take the fucking shortcut, especially the South American shamans. They're like, fuck it, I'm not sitting for like fucking 40 days and trying to find the insight into the inner dimensions of mind, and I'm just going to take a fucking medicine, such as ayahuasca, and I'm just going to get there. It's like, who said that? I think Terence McKenna said that, right? Was that his joke or somebody else, or whatever the fuck it is, dude? It's like, you try to walk on water for 40 years, right? By practicing. Okay, so what the fuck are you trying to achieve, right? I'm just trying to basically walk on water. Okay, well, you didn't have to do that because the ferry across was only 10 cents. Wasn't that the joke? Or is that, I don't know, fucking idea. I'm just babbling and like making the most nonsensical sense out of this conversation. Monologues are not conversation. So, whatever there might be, we just don't have access to that. I'm just too fucking lazy to, again, find or take a peek into the inside of my fucking mind, right? So I have just make peace, I think. Somehow I have made peace with my life that this is what it is. I'm not going to pursue beyond three-dimensional space and time. I'm not, because I don't think that's out there. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that people, maybe they also have out-of-body experiences. I mean, you take an effective dose of psychedelics, you get out of your body and you start floating above your body, and you look at your own skeleton or the corpse. Is that what it is? So what happens to your body? You're floating above while you're high on a psychedelic, and then you look at your body and you go, so what is it? That like the aura, whatever the fuck it is called, right? People call it that soul, right? Which is not materialistic, and which can basically float above you. Jesus fucking Christ! I mean, I have never experienced any of that, so I can't basically speak for or speak on that in any way or form. For me to explain that, it's futile. All right, it's just um trying to just have some peace, man. Peace and just get some good sleep, and some people I think do this because they just like sick and tired of this fucking same bullshit. You know. Yeah, but that basically is like, okay, do you want to change your careers? Career? Is that why? Do you want to do something else, man? What's well, I mean, take a hobby or something. Well, without babbling too much, I hope you all are having a great time. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I'm saying not great time. Maybe if not, then I hope you guys are having a great start of the week. Whatever the hell you guys are doing. Their barbecue was nice, actually. My brother-in-law did some. He brought the whole, what do you call, his portable grill, and then I just grilled on the grill that's part of the parks. Right, I lit up some, briquettes. You know, grilled some T-bone steak, some New York strip steak, and whatnot. That was nice, actually. We still have leftovers, and but my wife actually cooked some really nice like biryani yesterday. That was nice. I mean Sunday. All right. All right. In any case, everyone. So that's my podcast for my brief podcast for this week. Uh, what are any shows, any new movies? What's happening? I mean, is there anything that we can actually watch before we pass the F out? Any suggestion? What are the fucking blockbusters movies that are supposed to come on? All right. I heard Avatar is on. Uh, Fantastic Four, the Marvel one. I think that's out. Right? We'll figure it out. I think we'll figure it out. All right, everyone. So that's my podcast. I'll see you all next week. Have a great middle week. And enjoy your summer while it lasts.